Humans have always been curious about life outside Earth, as you probably are. For centuries, people relied on what we could see from Earth, but it wasn't enough. So the US, through NASA, decided to take it one step further and launch the Voyagers. Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 are two robotic interstellar probes that are part of the American scientific Voyager program. They were sent into orbit in 1977 to take advantage of Jupiter and Saturn's favorable alignment and fly close to them while gathering data to send back to Earth. The choice was to send Voyager 2 close to Uranus and Neptune after launch to gather data for transmission back to Earth. Voyager 1 reached a distance of 155.8 AU from Earth on February 10, 2022. As of 2022, Voyager 1 was moving with a velocity of 61,185 kilometers per hour relative to the Sun and was about 23,252,000,000 kilometers from the Sun. Data from Voyager 1 showed that it had entered interstellar space on August 25, 2012. Voyager 2 reached a distance of 130.1 AU from Earth on February 10, 2022. As of 2022, Voyager 2 was moving away from the Sun at 55,335 kilometers per hour. Data from Voyager 2 showed that it had likewise crossed interstellar space on November 5, 2019. The Voyager 2 probe, like Voyager 1 in 2012, officially entered the interstellar medium on November 5, 2018, according to a report from scientists published on November 4, 2019. The Voyagers still have a ways to go before leaving the solar system, despite having left the solar wind's impact. NASA says if we define our solar system as the Sun and everything that primarily orbits the Sun, Voyager 1 will remain within the confines of the solar system until it emerges from the Oort cloud in another 14,000 to 28,000 years. Unknown facts about the four giant planets and their moons were discovered through data and images captured by the Voyager's cameras, magnetometers, and other devices. The spacecraft's up-close photographs reveal volcanic activity on Jupiter's moon and help map the planet's intricate cloud structures, winds, and storm systems. It was discovered that Saturn's rings featured perplexing braids, kinks, and spokes, along with numerous ringlets. Voyager 2 found 10 more moons and a strong magnetic field surrounding Uranus. During its flyby of Neptune, it discovered 3 rings, 6 previously undiscovered moons, the planet's magnetic field, and intricate widespread auroras. The icy giant planets Uranus and Neptune have only been visited by Voyager 2 as of 2021. The existence of a hydrogen wall in the farthest reaches of the solar system, first discovered in 1992 by the Voyager spacecraft, was confirmed by NASA in August 2018 based on data from the New Horizons satellite. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration provided funding for constructing the Voyager spacecraft at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Southern California and further launches from Cape Canaveral in Florida, tracking all other related activities. The initial program cost $865 million plus an additional $30 million for the Voyager Interstellar mission that was later added. The Voyager Interstellar mission. Voyager 2's close flyby of Neptune in 1989 marked the end of the spacecraft's primary mission. The Voyager Interstellar mission, which started after the two spacecraft had been in orbit for more than 12 years, is a mission extension. A heliophysics senior review was carried out in 2008 by the NASA Science Mission Directorate's Heliophysics Division. The panel determined that the VIM funding at the ideal level and enhanced DSN support is merited, and that the VIM is a mission that is vitally imperative to continue. The main goal of the VIM was to continue exploring the solar system past the outer planets to its outermost point and even beyond. The Voyagers discovered the outermost edge of the Sun's magnetic field, known as the heliopause. The spacecraft has been able to measure the interstellar fields, particles, and waves undisturbed by solar winds thanks to passing over the heliopause boundary. In 1998, the Voyager 2 scan platform was turned off. On Voyager 1, all platform instruments were turned down except for the ultraviolet spectrometer. Despite being set to shut down in late 2000, the Voyager 1 scan platform has been kept operational to look into UV emissions coming from the upwind side. Gyro operations stopped in 2016 for Voyager 2 and 2017 for Voyager 1. 6 times a year, gyro operations are used to rotate the probe 360 degrees to determine the spacecraft's magnetic field, which is subsequently subtracted from the magnetometer science data. The two spacecraft will still return scientific data from the entire complement of Voyager Interstellar mission science equipment. However, what NASA is probably really looking forward to is the feedback from the Golden Records. The Golden Records, a 12-inch golden phonograph record with images and sounds of Earth, playback instructions on the cover, and information about the Earth's location, is carried by both spacecraft. The document serves as a time capsule and a message to any civilization, alien or human in the distant future, that manages to find one of the Voyagers. This document's contents were chosen by a committee led by Carl Sagan and featuring Timothy Ferris. There are 116 visuals and a wide range of sounds on the Voyager Golden Record. The items for the record, which are stored aboard both Voyager 1 and 2 spacecraft, were chosen for NASA by a panel led by Cornell University's Carl Sagan. There are also recorded messages from President Jimmy Carter and UN Secretary General Kurt Waldheim, as well as various natural sounds, musical pieces from diverse cultures and eras, spoken greetings in 59 languages, human sounds like footsteps and laughter, and spoken greetings from people in 59 different languages. Kurt Waldheim, the former Secretary General of the United Nations, speaks a greeting in English in the opening audio segment. Greetings in 55 languages, the second audio segment, features spoken greetings in 55 different languages. Initially, it was intended to use greetings recorded by United Nations delegates, but due to several issues, new recordings were made at Cornell University by staff members from the foreign language departments. Over 4.7 billion people speak these 55 native languages together, making up more than 65% of the world's population. It includes 5 ancient languages, 12 South Asian languages, and 4 variants of Chinese. Other sounds included footsteps, heartbeat, laughter, the first tools, tame dog, herding sheep, blacksmith, sawing, tractor, riveter, Morse code, ships, horse and cart, train, tractor, bus, auto, F-111 flyby, Saturn V liftoff, a kiss, mother and a child, etc. Included within the Sounds of Earth audio portion of the Golden Record is a track containing the inspirational message, Per aspera ad astrea in Morse code. Translated from Latin, it means, through hardships to the stars. Anne Druyan, who would later wed Carl Sagan, had her heartbeat and brainwaves captured for an hour as part of the life signs. The hour-long recording was cut down to only 1 minute to fit into the essay. After the section on Earth sounds, there is also a 90-minute segment of varied music of many civilizations, including Eastern and Western classics. The selections include Brandenburg Concerto No. 2 in F major, BWV 1047-1, Allegro, Ketawang, Pasparwana Sengume, a Lima song, Barnum Beer, and Mokoi song, El Casabel, Johnny Be Good, etc. The album also includes 116 images that highlight Earth's atmosphere and human existence. Many images have annotations including time, size, and mass scales. The first few images use physical references to specify measurements. Sagan and his colleagues were not permitted to use George Hester's photograph of a naked man and woman in the documentation after NASA faced criticism for the Pioneer's plaque's nudity, so instead, there was only a silhouette of the couple. Other pictures include children with globe, cotton harvest, grape picker, supermarket, underwater diver and fish, chemical composition, fishing boat with nets, cooking fish, Chinese dinner party, demonstration of licking, eating, and drinking, and many others. NASA's extravagant attempt to communicate with extraterrestrial life might not have brought us messages from the great beyond, but what happens when it does? Let us know what you think about communicating with aliens in the comments below.